Hello, it is New Year's Eve. I expected at a New Year's Eve dinner. We're not allowed to have parties at the moment, being in Tier 4. So, but rather than bring along an alcoholic beverage and get us all sloshed, much as we'd love to in this pandemic, I think we're going to have a nice hot chocolate one. This is Spanish style, based primarily, but not exclusively, on the Elixir Kitchen website, which I shall link you to. Has 2 cups, that's 243 millilitres approximately of milk, first of all. Milk, first of all. It's more like 250 millilitres, but who cares? Nice, isn't it? 4 ounces or 113 grams. This is a nice variety called Tony's, which I've grown rather attached to. And whilst I'm not really a connoisseur of dark chocolate per se, I do think that dark chocolate is nice in a drink. I'm just, as you can see, breaking up this chocolate. Already put some in actually into the milk. The rest of it I'm sort of melting in this jug, or seeing if I can. You can see what I've put in there is slowly beginning to melt. They're quite large chunks. Yes, in fact, this way it melts much faster. So don't bother with the jug unless you've got extra time, which I haven't. Teaspoon of sugar, I think, or more. I know that's not in the original recipe, but I'm going to put it in, just in case. And it's not the only added thing I'm going to add either. Needs salt as well. Just a pinch. 2 tablespoons of cocoa, or a tablespoon and a half. A teaspoon of essence of vanilla. Also a teaspoon of corn flour to thicken it. And now to give it an extra taste, I've got my trusty peppercorn and turmeric in there to give it an extra kick. I'll just put that in then. A very small amount of ginger, less than half a teaspoonful powdered ginger. A little cinnamon as well. Mild chilli powder as well, which apparently makes people go back for more. I've actually had chocolate bars with chilli in them, so it's not exactly uncommon to use. And since it's still Christmas time, I'm also going to grate some nutmeg in there. Like so. Because that would come to about a teaspoon as well, maybe more. Continue to keep it on the heat for a minute or 2. Also, as I've got a bit of a sweet tooth, I'm going to add a little of that date syrup that I used in previous recipes. Not much, just about half a teaspoon. You can add honey if you prefer. Let's see with the spoon. That is very much like how I would care for it, and I'm going to go off to where I'm having dinner, and I'm going to take it in a flask with that lovely taste. Ah. Oh. See you later. 3 tablespoons of advocaat in here then. By the time that I've uploaded this, I've probably shown you how to make the advocaat cheesecakes. Hopefully I will have. Let's try it then. Delicious. Still a little hot. Ooh, yeah, I can feel it going all the way down. It's lovely. And although it's no longer Christmas or New Year, it's definitely still winter, so I shall enjoy this thoroughly. If you can put whipped cream on the front, marshmallows, but this is sufficiently sweet for me. You'll see here that I've got another, this will fill another mug of this size. So I'm really going to enjoy this. So try it this way if you'd like to give an adult kick. Here you can see me with another version of it, a little more double cream this time. And in place of Advocaat, I've placed 3 tablespoons of cherry brandy. You may recognise that from a previous recipe I did. Ooh, very hot, but it's hot chocolate, one would expect it. Delicious. Sacrilege in the eyes of those who love cherry brandy all by itself, as my maternal grandmother would have done, but that's really something. Got a bit of a kick. I know I say that of absolutely everything I make, but this really does have a kick. I think I put more spices in it than the last one I made. Oh, that's lovely. And although it's no longer New Year, it's certainly winter, so I shall really appreciate it. I'll tell you what, I've actually put it back in the saucepan because I think this is not very effective. It's about a little under 50 millilitres of it. Let's put that in. I know it's still sacrilege. We'll stir that in. Let's try that again. How deliciously unhealthy that is. You can smell the cherry brandy with that. Of course you can. It's a larger quantity. Well, that's beautiful. And I've got another mug of it, and probably half a mug again in the saucepan. I'm really going to enjoy that decadent drink. Right. That's all for now. Oh, I'll tell you what else would be lovely. Be to have a little of this, ginger. I think I put ginger in the original one, or powdered ginger. But the kick that I'm going to give it this time is ginger wine. You know, if I didn't have ginger in it, it wouldn't just be an episode of mine, would it? So we've got to put some in now. Made otherwise as it normally would. Here's the ginger wine then. My maternal grandmother would have thought that putting cherry brandy in was borderline sacrilege. My paternal grandmother would probably think of this as sacrilege, but maybe not, because she did love her good hot chocolate. Maybe she would have liked the combination on reflection. I thought of this one, by the way, because quite often, especially around winter time, they have, not just Christmas, but winter generally, they have sort of special kinds of hot chocolate, and ginger is one of them, especially in places like Costa. Oh look, there is some powdered ginger here. Maybe I will put that in, but maybe I don't need to now. But still, now that I put the fresh in, well, I've given it a good stir for a bit longer, until at last we're ready to drink. Here we are then. Hot chocolate with ginger wine and a little extra ginger. Oh, lovely. That one's even better than the last. Wow. Try that one if you prefer it. And today we'll try it with Bailey's. And I haven't bothered so much with double cream this time because apart from the fact that Bailey's has a cream all of its own, I'm using Jersey Gold Top Milk. I know it's naughty, but treats. Look, my oven is missing. I deserve a treat. A glass specifically intended for something like this. It's a tad more than I'd normally have in this drink if I were drinking it by itself, but ooh, lovely. Oh, certainly a scent of Bailey's certainly comes out there. Oh, great kick. I think it and the Advocaat amongst my favourites. I shan't film all the beverages that you can conceivably have hot chocolate with in the same way that I did with the hot toddy. Nonetheless, if you want a little extra something with hot chocolate, here it is. By the way, with this last one I added a few more spoonfuls of cocoa powder in there. Try it yourself if you wish, and if you don't wish, feel free not to. Ta-ta! I think we're going to have a nice hot chocolate one. This is Spanish style. Based primarily, but not exclusively, on the Elixir kitchen. I'm so rushed at the moment I forgot to say welcome to Brewing with Corona, but it's what we're doing, so who cares? So don't bother with the jug unless you've got extra time, which I haven't. Cesspit. This, and in place of Advocaat, I have placed... And in place of Advocaat, I've placed 3 tablespoons of cherry brandy.